You've probably never heard of the UK Lawyers for Israel, but if you've visited the British Museum or picked up a copy of the Encyclopedia Britannica, you've probably seen their influence at work. Recently, the British Museum came under fire for removing the word Palestine from some of its exhibits and replacing it with Canaan. While it's still unclear whether this change will apply to some or all of the exhibits, what is known is that it happened shortly after a group called UK Lawyers for Israel sent them a letter arguing that applying a single name across thousands of years erases history and creates a false impression of continuity. So who are the UK Lawyers for Israel, and what major decisions have they influenced? In their words, the UK Lawyers for Israel employs advocacy and legal research to support Israel, Israeli organizations, Israelis, and/or supporters of Israel against BDS and other attempts to undermine or delegitimize them. And while they used to focus on targeting the BDS movement on college campuses or stopping humanitarian aid flotillas intended to break the siege on Gaza, since October 7, 2023, they've escalated their tactics, reporting NHS workers and doctors to counter-terrorism police for anti-Semitic tweets, and accusing the BBC of overestimating the number of Palestinian civilians killed in Gaza.
What these organizations do is they target individuals through their workplaces, through their education, but also organizations such as public bodies like universities, hospitals, local councils, and charities including students' unions.
That's Tara Marwani. She's the Senior Monitoring Officer for Britain at the European Legal Support Centre, which recently published a report analysing almost 1,000 instances of anti-Palestinian repression in Britain. UK Lawyers for Israel appears 128 times throughout the report.
And the most prominent mechanism of repression that organizations like UK LFI use against the Palestine Solidarity Movement are threats of legal action and threats to employment and funding.
Lately, they've also called into question the historical accuracy of the term Palestine itself, pressuring the Encyclopedia Britannica to change a map in its children's section that refers to historic Palestine, and urging the British Museum to remove the word Palestine from its displays.
In the case of the British Museum, it's not just about whether they did or didn't remove the references to Palestine from their displays, but the doubt has already been cast in the public discourse. But the very fact that the British Museum hasn't actually come out with a definitive statement publicly denying it, reaffirming the historical record that it is in fact Palestine, that in itself makes the British Museum part of the rewriting and the denial of Palestinian history.
What do you think? Historically accurate or an attempt to rewrite history? Let us know in the comments and follow for more.